Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
It has been a season full of twists and turns, and it all reaches a crescendo here tonight as EA Sports so proud to welcome you to the marquee event of the NFL calendar, Super Bowl Sunday. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Baltimore Ravens taking on the NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. I mean, this was a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I'd agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence. These guys don't lack for either one of those. Now they're here. Now they're ready to win.
Meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone through a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. What's the key for them as they start this Super Bowl?
Let's go full cliche on this one because it works. Remember what got you here. Been a winning formula all season long. This is a team that when we saw them in the preseason, we said they look like a group that has what it takes to be a Super Bowl winning team. And we've been proven right by what we've seen throughout the season.
And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we are looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
So no gain on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Hurts. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage, that's it. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Now Hill to return it. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Ravens, they'll take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played. And his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. He can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as he's going to get this down to the 45-yard line. Throw left side complete. That's Lane. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll make it 2nd down. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who have been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Ravens are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Tyler Luke now for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And this goes to the former Raven, Marquise Brown. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
Smith in motion right. Here's Hurts to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
A gain of 24 yards. That's good for an Eagles first down.
Hurts sets up to throw it. This short throw caught by Goddard. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's 2nd down.
And 4 at the Ravens' 35-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They'll try and run the option. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First down, Baltimore.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down.
When the spotlight is at its brightest, and let's face it, it's the Super Bowl, those types of plays come out, don't they?
Absolutely. A big-time catch on the biggest of stages.
Do you think that that one's going to live on? We're going to see this for a long time.
Definitely going to live on forever with him, that's for sure.
No doubt.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. A lot still to go here in Super Bowl 61. We have reached the end of 1 quarter of play. We'll be back in just a moment. 7-0 is our score. We'll come back to Southern California after this. And we are back, Super Bowl 61. Thanks for joining us, everybody, nationwide and around the globe as both teams get set to begin the 2nd quarter. And we are back, Super Bowl 61. Thanks for joining us, everybody, nationwide and around the globe as both teams get set to begin the second quarter.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Justice Hill, 26 yards. And the Ravens continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Luke now for the extra point.
And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score.
To kick off for Baltimore.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Fighting through it. He's got space. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing is Hurts.
This short throw caught by Goddard. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Gain of 6.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Offense retains possession.
They'll look to throw here. Shakes off the sack. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
A 6-yard pickup.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 4.
Ravens 38-yard line.
Back to throw here. Able to get away. And shedding the tackling. But I think the ball's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. And the defense says they have it. Yes, they've got it. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Trey Hendrickson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
21 yards.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Back to throw. Peyton. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
That is the big fella, Nnamdi Madubuike, forcing his way in. He comes up with a sack. 2nd and 16.
Looking to throw. Peyton. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Pretty good throw there by the rookie to move the chains. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now receiver in motion left. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Devontae Smith, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Eagles are on the board here in this Super Bowl. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make our score of 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Baltimore about ready to go on offense.
And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And that is incomplete. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. That's complete. Left side to Bateman. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. They'll set up to throw. He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Previous play is under review.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. There's Lane on the slant. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And he works free. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. A dump off now to Hill. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout.
A gain of 12.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Tyler Loop now to try the field goal. From the right hash, this from 33.
33-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage here by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
1 yard gain brings up second.
So halftime now here on Sunday night prime time. Let's get it to Scott Hanson in Orlando with our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hanson and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 3.
Nice little juke. And now spinning away. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Off the option, here's Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it, because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Escapes the defender.
Down inside the 10.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 26 yards.
And the Ravens will extend their third quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Eagles offense and running back Saquon Barkley ready to get going again. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point.
Looking to put a drive together.
He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. Now 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. brings up 2nd and 3.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. On 3rd down, Barkley. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Ravens offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
At the 41-yard line.
They'll go with a tush push here.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, I liked it. Just take the snap, burrow forward, pick up the few inches you need for a 1st down.
And defensively, I don't think they were expecting that. They looked a little surprised in the middle.
Yeah, a little bit wary there, weren't they? Because that could be a throwaway.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Smile Munden coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Now back to throw.
That is caught. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down.
18 on the play. 1st down, Ravens.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Pass caught. It's Lane with it.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. And he has another 1st down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
They go play action here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush.
7 yards. It's 2nd down.
Back to throw.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Eagles will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Oh, what a move. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
That's good for an Eagles 1st down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion
1st and
left.
10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
That'll do it for the 3rd quarter of Super Bowl 61. The culmination of the season and the crowning of a champion after the 4th quarter, which is coming up next. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcoming you back to Super Bowl 61, 3 quarters in the books and ready to go for the 4th. 2nd and 9. Welcoming you back to Super Bowl 61, 3 quarters in the books and ready to go for the 4th. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Peyton. Open man has got it, the tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Peyton. Over the middle to Smith. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Face mask. Defense.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll get about 5 here, so he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. Now 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And that went to the right side and incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's another Eagles.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Back to throw. Peyton. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now this one thrown away. Will we see a flag? No. They'll say there was a receiver nearby. Pretty generous call, but either way, it's 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points, and they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And that, nearly picked off. It would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down. In motion right is Smith. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
And 10 yards to go.
Looking to throw. Peyton. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for an Eagles first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
At the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he gets it down to the 32. 64 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
And an Eagles first down. 1st and 10.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. Stops short of the 25, and that 2nd effort got him a couple extra. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Eagles first down.
Here's a give to Bigsby. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Here's 2nd and 8. And that one too wide and incomplete. What a Super Bowl it's been to this point. Now a critical 3rd down here.
8 yards to go.
He'll look to throw. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley from 13 yards out. And the Eagles have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. That's caught. And he is not going to get in. They stop him short. And that defensive play may have just clinched them a Super Bowl title. Elliott now to kick this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, we'll likely put an end to this thing.
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
At the 36-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right.
And he has the Ravens first down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they will take a knee here.
I don't know why we did it, but we went to their final walkthrough for some reason. And what did we say? Their last play in walkthrough was taking a knee and celebrating winning a Super Bowl. They want that visualization. They did it for
And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. The real Pemberton takes his Baltimore Ravens. Big hitting 2. First round bye. Silence of the haters. And Twins. And is your Super Bowl champion. Go Ravens.
To hoist that Lombardi trophy. You know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.